Selfishness is a big issue. Basically, one is concerned about himself or herself and has no regard for the needs or the feelings of the others.
For example, you are catching up with your friend over a cup of coffee. You joke, you laugh, but your friend never asks, "How are you doing?"
Or your coworker never respected your time or shared credits with you for the work done together.
Or in your relationship, you'd often hear this, "It's not my mistake."
Selfish people always expect something in exchange. Caring, sharing, giving is not easy, but for a person who is selfish will always expect something in exchange. They do not do anything for free. They also talk about their friends, their accomplishments, but they are so afraid of introducing them or share them with you.
Selfish people believe they deserve everything. They believe and claim to be perfect. They don't accept their mistakes. They want to stand out in everything and want to be appreciated. They do anything to get that number one spot.
Selfish people always want to be in charge. They want to control and want to do things in their way. They will go to an extreme to get things done in their way, and they are absolutely careless about how it is going to affect others. In addition, they also don't show their weakness. Here are the 3 ways that you can deal with selfish people. Set boundaries. It can be very draining while dealing with selfish people, but it is good to set boundaries before the relationship turns sour.
Show them kindness. That's what they truly need. In showing kindness, they also learn about selfless care and love.
Let your experience speak. Sometimes we fail to be sensitive. We didn't pay careful thoughts. Did you ever insist someone to spend time with you even though you knew that they were sick or they had other responsibilities? So let your experience speak.
What does the Bible say about selfishness and how we can express the love of God? Human nature is self-centered, and we must overcome it. No one is immune to selfishness. When we ignore the rights of the needy, refuse to care for the poor, and desire only to seek and meet our own pleasures, then we must ask God to change our hearts.
Here are the 2 key biblical principles to deal with selfishness. Guard yourselves. Let's guard ourselves as we are living in dangerous times, and difficult times will come. 2 Timothy chapter 3 verse 1 to 5. But mark this, there will be terrible times in the last days. People will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boastful, proud, abusive, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, unholy, without love, unforgiving, slanderous, without self-control, brutal, not lovers of the good, treacherous, rash, conceited, lovers of pleasure rather than the lovers of God, having a form of godliness but denying its power, having nothing to do with such people. Look at the first quality of godlessness. It is life that is centered in self, self-loving, self-focused. Let us watch out for this.
And follow Jesus' example. Christ came to serve. Let's imitate his humility. Let's love our neighbors just like Jesus did. Also want to remind you what Paul said in 1 Corinthians chapter 13. Love is not self-seeking. It always protects, trusts, hopes, and perseveres.
A selfless person is usually the happiest of all. This is it. There's more blessing to give than to receive. Even in this pandemic, let's learn to intentionally love and serve others, just like what Jesus did it for you and me.